Yeah, let's go. I'ma make a couple stacks, do exactly what I want to. Mix a couple tracks, get a lady that I'm drawn to. Turn up to the max, get me faded till I'm gone, dude. I do what I want, couldn't stop me if you wanted to. I just work hard, yeah, harder than the rest. Some people say I'm lucky, others saying that I'm blessed. But I keep my head down, cause I crave progress. You ain't never gonna stop me, cause it's my conquest. And I'm never gonna rest.
Alright guys, so we're about to pull into Amarillo Dragway once again. Today is Friday. It is the test day before Funny Car Chaos. So we're going to see if we can get some good test passes in tonight. Brendan got his transmission fixed. I can't remember exactly what was wrong, but I know it ended up being an 8 clutch when it's supposed to be a 10 clutch. So I think they fixed that, replaced them, and got a new drum, I think, and maybe a few other little things. Ended up being more expensive than expected, but that's kind of you know, cars 101, more expensive than expected. But anyways, should be good to go. So we'll see how it does tonight, and hopefully get some good test passes in for the race tomorrow. Really not much there. Hella good.
You pulled the front tires about that high and carried it, rolled.
Yeah. Alright guys, made the first hit as you've seen. It was a pretty good pass. It got out of the groove a little bit. Started spinning down there. May have been a little bit too hot. The right lane here typically isn't quite as good as the left lane. And that was the same tune that we had in it the last time out that we didn't get a chance to make it down with. So we were pretty happy with that. The track wasn't looking very good. It's been real hot, and there's just not much on it at all. So we're going to go make another pass. We had a little bit of an issue with the wide bands and some cylinders looking a little odd, so we just changed all the plugs, and we're leaving it pretty much the same. I just leaned it out a little bit and added a little bit of timing, and we're going to try in the left lane and see how it goes, and hopefully we can make another pass, but we might not be able to. I think they're going to be closing it pretty quickly.
Driving something, bitch.
Oh, good. Alright guys, we just got to the track. It's day 2. As you seen that last pass, it was actually our best 60 foot this year on this track. It was pretty close to what we did in Odessa too, so we were really happy with that, but still having issues with it kicking the tire, you know, about 200 feet out. It seemed like it did it there whenever it was on the shift. And so we decided to turn the shift down even more, which you know, is kind of sketchy with this stock block stuff. You don't want to make torque, but we're forced to because we you know, it just doesn't want to take that big of a shift. So we're gonna try and shift it early and just let it ride the converter in second gear, and it should be all right. It's not on a whole lot of boost right now, but still a little bit sketchy, but should be good to go. And hopefully we can make it down. We're gonna turn it down a little bit too, because in that last pass it seemed like it was just right on the edge of what the track could take all the way down, so we don't really want to be there when we're racing. So it's pretty hot out right now and the sun's still out, so the track can be greasy for this first test pass, but we'll turn it down a little bit, see if we can make an A to B pass and get a decent tune-up for the first round. And then, you know, this is the only test pass, so next up will be first round. It should be once the sun goes down a little bit, so the track will be a little bit better, but should be a good race. There's some real fast cars here, so it should be exciting, so we'll see how we do. Just time the tire squeal.
You hear him squeal? Oh,
yeah, it's right there. Alright guys, I forgot to film an update after that pass, but you couldn't tell from the video since I didn't really catch it in frame, but the tree never ended up dropping. For some reason it never got activated, so we never got a time slip on that one, so we weren't really sure where we were at, but we could tell from the video that it was maybe a little bit hot, but it did make it down A to B. So we took that data and went into round 1, and now you'll be seeing round 1, and there was supposed to be 8 cars in this. However, 1 was a no-show and 1 ended up breaking, but we ended up deciding, everybody agreed that we would leave the broken car in to draw. So there was a bye and then a competition bye, and Brandon ended up getting the competition bye, so we got to make another test pass, so we decided to make that in the left lane and turn it up a little bit. Joseph? Again? The transmission just got fixed. Can we test it before he gets on there? Can we test it before he gets up there? Okay. Now it works. This is ridiculous. With the transmission fluid 250 degrees. It's always him.
Always. Last time too.
I forgot to give an update after that last pass again, but as you've seen, the tree messed up again on us, and we got pretty frustrated about that, but it ended up being all right. Just got a little frustrated since the last weekend we had issues at the tree and ended up having to get the transmission rebuilt, and you know, earlier in the day or the day before we had issues at the tree as well, so a little bit frustrating, but ended up being all right, and ended up making a good pass. It was nothing too crazy, but it was the best pass that we've made this year in Amarillo. We've been struggling, as you guys have seen, but we're finally starting to get on the right track, and we decided to go ahead and leave the tune-up there since we knew it would go A to B, and we weren't trying to really break any records or nothing. We were just hoping that we could go down and not lose the race by spinning. So left the same tune-up in it and went into the next round, which was the semifinals, where we drew Colin with his big blower car. Makes a ton of power, and definitely had us outpowered. But anyways, this is how that went. Nice. Repeating another final, different cars though. I apologize for the shaky video there. You can pretty much guarantee the video is going to be terrible whenever I get all excited. I end up completely forgetting about filming and just running and jumping and high-fiving and yelling, getting way too excited. But we're pretty happy with that one, as you've seen. Like I said before, we left the same tune in it and went right down once again, and we made it into the finals. So we were going up against Joseph Young, and you will also notice that he was actually on a radial where we were on a slick. This track isn't the most radio friendly track. However, interestingly enough, the back half seems to work better for a radial, where the front half works better for a slick. So we knew it was going to be a pretty interesting final. We figured that we were probably going to be out on him, and he was going to be freight training on the top half and coming after us. So and we also ended up losing the coin toss on that one, and Joseph took the left lane. We hadn't been in the right lane since earlier that day, so we weren't exactly sure if it was going to take that power, but we decided to leave the same tune-up in it and just hope it went down. And anyways, here's that race, and this is how that went. What's on that laptop there?
Bunch of shitty boost numbers.
Yeah.
Cody
When you're pulling him up, watch Mike. He aims you. Finally! Thank you. Finally! It didn't spin on the hit! Yes! Oh. That was, they were both moving around. Oh, that was good. That was good.
finally got us a win. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Y'all want to take a picture in the winner's circle with us, I guess?
Oh, we can.
Yes, sir. Like this one.
Did you get on the scramble at all or no?
It's fun.
Yeah, he turned on
It looked like it.
Yeah,
y'all were both moving.
Turn that GoPro off.
I was having to drive it the whole way through.
Oh yeah, it looked like it.
I don't know. You didn't see him? No. But it was slow.
Really? Jeez.
Who's won?
He's half car behind you.
Really? Yeah, I can.
Do you want me to do the whole? Good job on the tuner.
Thank you. Finally, that's the first time we've won since I've been tuning it.
He was a half car the whole fucking way.
Really?
Yeah, half car behind you. So get your winner circle photo.
Well, when do we go up there? I've never done this before. I've never done this before.
Yeah. Joe's got a list on how to win.
Yeah,
I started turning in the winner circle. I'm like, oh shit, that's not me.
I've never done this before. I don't know when we go up there.
No, pretty much now go up there and get on the far left side and they'll pull you up. Good job, Brandon. No, seriously, good job, man. You earned that one. Y'all earned it.
Thank you. Alright, so as you guys seen, we managed to take the win there in the finals against Joseph Young. He's kind of always been our kryptonite before. We'd get to the finals with him and then end up blowing the tires off on the hit. And this time it was similar, but it ended up not going up in smoke. It just spun but drove through it. It was our slowest pass of the night, but I believe it was one of Joseph's slowest as well. The track had kind of gone away a little bit, but it was enough to get it done. And we also managed to get the fastest 60 foot of the night, which there was a $100 bounty on that. And it was our first round pass that actually had the best 60 foot and small tire. So we were pretty happy about that. We still are having some trouble putting power down track. You know, we get 60 foot pretty hard, but then just can't really back half very much. So we have some ideas to make some changes to fix that. So we'll do that before the next time out, and hopefully be able to throw some more power at it and make that little stock block work. But we're super happy with that, and as you guys know, we've been struggling this whole season, but we managed to pull this one off, so it felt pretty good. So thank you guys that have stuck with us for this whole time, and thank you guys that all watch the videos, and make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.